From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
Ready? Set, ready. 50, green. Watch out now, backfield. Green. Green, down.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 13 yards on the game's opening play. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
Blue, 30, red, yellow. Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. 70 yards. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. On as the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The Chiefs at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And he's caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Rashard Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove it day for them.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Right. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Right to middle. 30 feet. Yellow. 6. Left green gap. Ready?
They'll look to throw here.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Now he's going to step up and run.
It's caught on the right side, it's Smith.
Still going inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashard Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
The score, Chiefs 14, Raiders 7. Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've breakout them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready. Yellow. Ready.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
Here we go. Full green. 60 red.
They're going to look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. This defense for the Chiefs, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Ready. White, 10 black, ultra, 6, level, blue, yellow, blue.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
I mean, you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
But I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up to throw. And it is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Back to throw here. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Let's go now. Red, 30, hut.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes because I remember.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Set, hut. 45. Go. Claws red. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Raiders have moved out in front.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 50.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Ready.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Black ultra. Let's go now. Red, yellow, black, grill, green.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
There's a short one caught by Finn, and
a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good game.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Wait. Set claws red.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
4 yards.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing left side here, it's complete. Gets around him. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's to the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 95 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Bunker on for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
16-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Down. Black ultra. Ready?
Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. What a first half he's putting together. He's over 200 yards receiving already, and he has a first down there.
Shot. Ready? Green back. Black. 95. Drill green. Needle blue. Shield black. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Ten cycle. Yellow. Foot ready.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Ready. Here we go. Set.
Back to throw again. Now he's loose again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. As his guys have now moved out in front. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy.
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashard Smith on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Pickens going in motion left.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's taken down. The Chiefs sack.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Right. Black shot, smash, cut.
He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number, and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Yellow, black, blue, 32. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Yellow.
Now back to throw.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they want to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Second and 7.
Yellow. 180.
Smith up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
A 51-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Batted at the line, but he still brought it in.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8.
Now here's Mahomes. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Mahomes now to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
He finds Smith out of the backfield. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashard Smith from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Raiders 28. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
43! Attack! Attack! Yellow!
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
And 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Complete. Smith has it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashard Smith, 27 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Raiders 28. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
50, green, steel, black, plastic, 6. Ready.
He'll look to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
A third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10.
Let's go now. Black 40.
Looking to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up third and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. 45. Right. Set.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
It's a turnover on downs.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. He's got a full head of steam. The race is on. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashard Smith, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
That's the score. Chiefs 52. Raiders 28. Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Escapes the defender. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
He's going to let it go again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Jack Cluster, six. Yellow. Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. They're going to look to throw. That's downfield. He's got Fannin. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That goes for a gain of 31.
Las Vegas, first down.
Here we go, set.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. On the handoff, it's Laube. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Second and goal.
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
No gain on the play there, second down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Yellow.
Handoff, running left, Smith. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
On the double.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Raiders get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here.
Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now receiver in motion left.
Ready?
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
We've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And he fins him off. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
7-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Ready, ready. Claws ready. Here we go, set, cut, cut.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 2nd and 2. Now he hits him in stride.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th.
This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Mahomes.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here's 2nd down.
Again, it's Smith. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Now 1st and goal.
Yellow.
They hand off to their big tight end. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this